Let's quickly talk about Pinnacle Credit Repair. And this is an in-depth review. I want to walk you through the pros and cons of this institution, what you should really expect if you want to go, if you want to work with them, and how much it costs, and everything about Pinnacle Credit Repair. So here is a glance I want you to have right now into this institution. So when we talk about Pinnacle Credit Repair, we're speaking about a credit repair company that is headquartered in New York, okay? And basically, instead of relying on traditional dispute methods, this company uses specialized artificial intelligence software that has actually provided relatively quick, negative, or inaccurate item deletion results. The cool thing here is that we love the fact that they're doing things a little differently. So instead of using like the traditional ways of checking for I would say the derogatory items, they just use AI software. And so far, so good. We love the fact that that software has been really, really reliable. And the cool thing is they are just kicking ass like crazy. One thing I need to really explain to you is that Pinnacle itself is not a new company. They've been in business for nearly 30 years, okay? So from removing negative items to helping consumers build credit, they have done it all. They have a series of services to kind of help you out if you are in a situation where you want your credit to be restored or repaired, okay? By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here to have a quick convo with you about Pinnacle Credit Repair. And so one thing I want to explain to you here is that it is a legit company. A lot of folks talk about, Pinnacle being a scam or whatever. No, Pinnacle it's a legit company. It is a safe company. They've been doing this for 30 years. So they must be doing something right? If they've been in business for 30 years, it means that they have been they have received a lot of rave reviews from customers all over the place. Even though they're based in New York, they actually will cover the whole country, not a problem. So whether you live in Illinois or in California or New Mexico or Texas or Mississippi or Louisiana, you will find Pinnacle Credit Repair actually one of the best in business to kind of help you out. One thing I want you to say here is that you need to actually, when you actually reach out to Pinnacle Credit Repair, you need to have all your information ready because they will start actually by asking you very detailed questions. I'll speak about the process later on, but they will ask you very detailed questions. You want to have the answers, okay? Now, Pinnacle is a little expensive though, because the upfront cost will be around $200 and the monthly fee is around $100. So it is really, really kind of expensive, but hey, listen, it is what it is. Let me talk to you about the pros here. So I first want to talk about the pros and then I'll speak about the cons. So what are the advantages of working through a Pinnacle Credit Repair? So you have a fast-track credit repair process. There is a straightforward refund policy. I mean, they're better. I mean, they're charging you like $200, $100. That's kind of a high, but they have a straightforward refund policy. We love the fact that they actually have credit monitoring service included. They have multiple lender connections. So Pinnacle Credit Repair has been in the business for 30 years, so they have actually cultivated relationships with lenders all over the place, and they actually offer free online educational resources. What we love about Pinnacle is that the artificial intelligence part of things is really good. I mean, Pinnacle Credit, they actually streamline the credit repair process by tapping into the full potential of technology to remove negative items from your credit report. This allows you, the consumer, to see results sooner. Okay, so it is incredibly fast. This is a credit repair company that's incredibly fast. And but you got to be in the fast track program though. So if you are in the fast track program, you traditionally see results within 30 to 60 days. And in some cases within 15 days. We have clients who actually went through Pinnacle and they actually they've seen results within 22 days. So this is kind of fast. Now, one thing I want to say here is that results vary, right? And through Pinnacle, you might actually have a personal credit mentor. So if you are, let's say if you are enrolled in the Fast Track program, you get exclusive access to a personal credit mentor who will answer all of your credit questions and will reveal expert insights. And we love the fact that Pinnacle Credit Repair is also very transparent. So basically, you have a clear idea about how much you are going to pay. It's very straightforward. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Pinnacle Credit Repair. This is an in-depth review, so you have everything you need to understand. So we are going granular into this conversation about Pinnacle Credit Repair, so you have a clear idea. So one thing I want to say here is that when you think about Pinnacle, please think about the fast track credit repair process. This is really cool. the ability to kind of help you out within 30 to 60 days. This is really good. Whereas some other players in this industry, they will start working for you, or they work for you like over 3 months. That's when you start seeing some little results. Pinnacle is really aggressive and really fast. That's fantastic. Let's talk about the cons here. So Pinnacle is a great institution, but nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So they probably have their deficiencies too. Let's quickly go through that. So there is limited website information. That's one thing we don't like a lot. We don't really like, because Pinnacle is not giving you like, as a potential customer, you don't have enough information on the company's website. Specifically, the company does not explain in detail its unique AI system and does not go into detail online. Like, it doesn't give you great detail online about its partner-related lender program. Like, it basically tells you, hey, listen, we have an AI software. It does this, it does that. Yeah, okay. It has gotten some results, yes, but they don't really explain it. Maybe it's because they're kind of scared as hell about the competition. But overall, this lack of transparency about such an important sort of element is really sort of troubling in our view. It's a bummer. So Pinnacle Credit Repair, if you listen to this show and you want to maybe provide more meat, because right now we kind of feel like this is all fluff and no meat. So if you talk about AI software doing something, but you provide no details, it's a little, like, we are a little dubious. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, and so you do have high one-time cost also. Although Pinnacle Credit Repair does not appear to charge clients monthly fees, this credit repair service does really make clients pay fairly high one-time fees for its credit repair programs. So it's really like $200. That's really high. So you have to really be comfortable with that. Remember that Pinnacle's standard program is it will probably cost you about $1,500 to $2,000 overall, and this is regardless of your social status or annual income. Okay, so it is what it is. So you have to really think about it. And so overall, one thing I want to say here is that if you want to go with Pinnacle, just make sure you do your research first, and then you're comfortable about their I would say their process. And the best way is to actually call them first to make sure that your specific situation applies to their programs, and that you can actually find relief through them. Okay, in terms of your having your credit restored, or removing some derogatory items ASAP. Let me talk to you about the process here. So how does Pinnacle Credit Repair work? Let's have a quick conversation about that. So things are pretty straightforward. So once you sign up, Pinnacle Credit Repair will get right to work. So their team of in-house legal experts and credit professionals will input your credit report into a sophisticated software program. And so basically what they do here is that they will start sifting through your credit reports. And the software program partially uses artificial intelligence, as I told you before. And so the software will sift through your credit report line by line in order to identify negative items that are lowering your credit score. So basically to look for odd information, strange information, out of place, all that kind of stuff. So they'll look for anomalies, right? And so they'll actually pinpoint those anomalies to make sure that if they can solve them, if they can fix them ASAP, your credit score will go up. So on your behalf, Pinnacle Credit Repair will automatically file disputes with all three credit bureaus. We're speaking here about TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax to remove the item. So, and Pinnacle by itself cannot remove all the negative items from your credit reports. They will not remove an item from your credit report if it's legitimate. So make sure that they're only paying attention to derogatory items that are not legit. And so they can actually, so it's never a guarantee for Pinnacle to remove an item. And it's important to keep that in mind. And what I want to say here is that before talking about the pricing, boss, I want to quickly remind you that I want to talk to you about today's topic, which is we are having an in-depth review of a Pinnacle Credit Repair. So we're analyzing this credit repair company to see what they do and if they do it well. So here about the pricing here. So Pinnacle Credit Repair has two straightforward payment plans. And you can see basically on the screen. So you have a standard program, and then you have a fast track program. So for the standard program, you're paying about $99 a month with the $199 one-time first work fee. So this is actually their most basic offering. With this service, they will dispute all negative items and will not stop until all negative items are successfully removed. So it takes about 3 to 6 months to complete the standard program. There are no contracts or commitments. And so this highlights really, again, their commitments to you in terms of helping you get really real fast. Then you have the fast track program. This is kind of expensive though, so this will cost you $1,500 to $2,500 with the $199 first work fee. So this is kind of like expensive. It is actually loaded with exclusive features. So Pinnacle's fast track program employs the artificial intelligence software to the full extent, and the program has reported about 80% to 90% deletion ratio of negative items within the first 15 days. At least that's what Pinnacle claims. That's what we have seen too. We have seen about 21 days. So the fast track programs also come with a personal credit mentor, 120-day satisfaction or your money back, a free credit reports, and also credit monitoring. So even though the price is high, the fast track program does not shy away from exclusive benefits and nifty features. So if this is something you will need right now and you have the resources to actually enroll in that, go ahead and do it. Let me give you the approach you want to follow here. If you're thinking about Pinnacle Credit Repair, let's talk about what they can really do. I mean, they can, I want to really go through all the services they offer, so you have a clear idea about what you can expect if you were to go with Pinnacle Credit Repair services. First, they will remove all negative items. So when we talk about removing negative items, we're speaking about this can be a late payments, an improper collection, or inaccurate information. Okay, so they'll do a lot of things. So let's talk about the list of things they can actually they can help you challenge some of those items on your credit report. So we have negative items, we have hard inquiries, we have judgments, we have late payments, we have bankruptcies, we have student loans, we have collection accounts, we have repossessions, we have charge-offs. So those are the derogatory items. And so the thing here is that to bolster your case, Pinnacle's expert team leverages the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Credit Billing Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and the Fair Accurate Credit Transaction Act to protect your consumer rights. So this is kind of cool. And what we have said earlier is that this process is automated, so there's nothing you need to do besides sit back and relax. Then you have they do credit coaching. So as let's say as a fast track member, for instance, you have a credit coaching. You also have credit education. So you get access to 20 plus educational videos that will help you better understand your personal finance and credit. And then you also have lender approval. So Pinnacle will help you actually get approved for some future loans depending on your situation. If this is something you are interested in having, that's not a problem. Pinnacle will help you do that. So they have cultivated some relationships with lenders over the years, and they might actually parlay that relationship into getting you approved for a loan in the future. Let's talk about some rivals here. So obviously Pinnacle is not the only player in this industry. We have reviewed a constellation of credit repair companies on this show. So Pinnacle Credit Repair does have a bevy of rivals. Let's talk about first. We have Credit Sense. So Credit Sense is a clear leader in the credit repair industry. We have actually covered them before, and with years of experience, affordable prices, and outstanding customer service, there's a lot to like here. We love them a lot. And additionally, they pioneered the 90-day money-back guarantee, which is now used by most established credit repair agencies. And we love the fact that Credit Sense has a clean business model. They offer you like a three-tier plan. We have clean slate, credit remodel, and credit polish. And this is kind of cool. And this company will send unlimited challenges to all 3 credit bureaus, intervene with your creditors, provide you with your experience monitoring, and give you access to a helpful credit score tracker. And so this is great. And Credit Sense brings a personalized and tailored experience to the credit repair process. Then you have Sky Blue Credit. So Sky Blue Credit brings years of experience to the table, and they offer high quality customer service, straightforward pricing, and fast results. There are no terms and conditions other than the 90-day time limits that will void the guarantee. So this really stands in contrast to all other credit repair companies that actually have guarantees on the market, which is basically like the fact that you are like with all the other credit repair companies, their guarantee is voided by the first deletion of a negative item from your credit report. Then you have the credit people. This is it's another institution. They actually offer a robust 6 months credit repair plan. Additionally, customers get access to a user-friendly online portal where they can track progress, ask questions, and learn. So the company is one of the cheapest on the market in our view, and but it has mixed reviews from previous customers. Then you also have a fourth player. So here you have Lexington Law. Lexington Law is one of the oldest credit repair companies in America, and backed by a team of legal experts and credit professionals, they have helped thousands of Americans actually repair their credit. And so what will happen here is that on your behalf, Lexington Law will review your credit report, identify negative items to dispute, and will file disputes with all 3 credit bureaus. Additionally, Lexington Law customers they actually get to enjoy helpful personal finance calculators, tools, and resources to help them make the most of their money. So Lexington Law really gives you a lot of tools to kind of help you out. So this is kind of good. This is wonderful. So what is the verdict here? Is the Pinnacle Credit Repair safe and legit and worth it? And the answer to all those 3 questions is yes. Pinnacle Credit Repair is a safe company. It is a legit company, and it could be worth it. I mean, people might say, well, it is expensive, but hey, listen, if you have, let's say you want to apply for a mortgage, right? And you know the potential to save, like if you have a low APR on your mortgage application, you are basically going to save a lot of cash. Then it's really worth it. Or you want to have like a large transaction that's coming up, and you know that your credit report is an important part of that transaction, then it's really worth it. I mean, we love the fact that Pinnacle Credit Repair is transparent about what it does as a company to improve your credit score. The company notifies you of your right under the CROA, the Credit Repair Organization Act, which means the company legally cannot guarantee you results. And the cool thing here is that we love the fact that Pinnacle Credit Repair has a fast track, and they have you can see online. If you go online, you can read more about the company. You can see their reviews, what people thought about them, and reviews overall are positive. The bottom line here is that you need to do the research first. The kind of services that Pinnacle Credit Repair offers, do you need those services right now? Like, is it worth it to spend thousands of dollars in trying to remove a couple of derogatory items? Is it really worth it? Do you have the resources? Because the last thing you want is to actually, and like put yourself into more debt, into trying to restore your credit. Because by putting yourself into more debt, you are basically, jeopardizing your FICO score even further. So there is a balance you need to strike, and that balance only you can strike it to make sure that you are basically not only getting your credit score up, your credit score clean, but also you need to maintain your financial institution, your financial information decent and top and deep. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And so here's a recap of today's conversation. So I spoke to you about Pinnacle Credit Repair, and this was an in-depth review. So I gave you a glance into the company. I spoke to you about the pros, the cons, the process, the pricing, the approach, and the rivals. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another day, and I will see you next time. Stay marvelous.